Hello, my friends. It is I, Arlo, and I'm here to talk about the latest Pokemon Presents, the February 27th, 2024 Pokemon Presents, to be precise. It was a good showing. They had updates for, like, pretty much all of the games, including the Cafe Remix. That must be a lot more popular than I realized, because, man, every single one of these, there's always more content for that. It's really interesting. The whole thing ended with a pretty big reveal at the end, but first, I would like to talk about other thing. I guess really the only other thing I'd like to actually talk about is the Pokemon TCG Pocket. That was the other notable announcement, and it's really interesting. It's yeah, I haven't really like kept while I was watching it, I haven't really been keeping track on like Pokemon TCG and like, is there already an app? Is there already like an online version or something? I wasn't really sure, but this is a pretty cool idea, and I feel like they could have been a lot more greedy here. I mean, you know, it's trading cards, it's opening packs, it's the original gacha. You know, they want you to spend a lot of money on it. But then just seeing that, like, apparently you get multiple free packs per day, that's really, really, really surprising. And like, this isn't just about having a digital version of Pokemon TCG. They also wanted to like lean into like what makes digital games, you know, interesting in their own way. So you have these cards and they're all like immersive. You can like zoom in on the art and it's all cool, and the holographic stuff, like you can, I don't know, it is kind of cool. Like there are things that you can do with a digital card that you can't do with a regular card, and I think that's really cool that they are adding a unique value to these cards. They are giving packs away. And see, it makes sense, I guess, because this does not look like an actual replacement for the TCG. This right here is an entry point. This is how you get people hooked. Because it looks like they were saying that the battles, it's like quick battles. So I imagine that in some way, these battles are kind of streamlined. It says the rules are kind of different. So it sounds like it's probably not the full TCG experience. It's kind of like a quicker version of that, but that in itself is quite genius because they don't want to completely replace the cards. They want people to buy the cards. So yeah, this is really a launching point for a person. You get this for free. You get multiple packs per day, so it just kind of gets a person interested in the idea of collecting a lot of cards. They give you a lot for free. They're not trying to like, I mean, I'm sure you can buy more. I'm 100% sure that you'll be able to buy more. But then beyond that, like, you know, you're building decks and you're fighting with other people, but they're like the quick battles. So like, it's so easy to get in and you start to like get invested in the game and the rules and your collection. And then from there, a person is supposed to be, well, now I feel more confident in buying new cards. Because, you know, getting into a TCG, it's a big commitment. You know, it's a big thing, and you got to have enough cards. You got to know how to build a good deck and all that stuff, and you got to know how to play. And this is it's a stepping stone, you know, just to get you into the ecosystem, get you understanding the cards, and then you go, now I want to go and buy some actual cards and play actual full games. So I think that's genius. I think that this is an exceptionally good idea. It's the kind of idea, I mean, assuming there isn't any other like scummy monetization in it or whatever, but if it really is just like a simple thing, you collect cards, you get free cards every day, you can build decks and do these quick battles. Like if that's it, then it's a genius way to get new people into the game. And it's not like, you know, it's not manipulative. You're not like tricking people. You're just easing them into the Pokemon TCG ecosystem. So I actually thought that was a pretty cool announcement. But now for the main event, going into this, I was just crossing my fingers. Legends. I wanted it to be a Legends. I was expecting remakes of some kind. Wanted Legends so bad. I actually, you know what? Here, let's just roll the reaction. Legends. Give me Legends. Give me Legends. Give me Legends. Come on. Gimme. No remakes. More Legends. Not a remake. Don't remake anything. Never remake anything. Just give me Legends. What is this? Come on. That's a Pikachu. What is this? Come on. Get to the info. Okay. There are Pokemon here. Yes, I see that. It's like Pokemon VR. It's Pokemon VR, I guess. Yeah, okay. Pokemon Go 2. Lumiose. Oh! 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 Ooh, it's Legends! Z minus? Z V what? I don't know what that is, but it says Legends! Simultaneously worldwide in 2025? Oh no! I mean, it's a good thing, but it's Legends. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is or what it means. I don't know what it means, but yay! Yay! Hooray! Oh, that's terrific. Oh, that's terrific. Weird. So I got what I wanted, and I am pleased. I am pleased. I'm filled with joy. Golly, I love Pokemon Legends Arceus so much. So much. I just like, and I cannot understand how there are so many people who are not impressed by it. I don't understand it. Like that to me was the future of Pokemon. That was Pokemon finally, after all these years, taking an actual, real, tangible step forward, a major step forward. To me, I don't know, it was mind-blowing. It was so much fun, and I'm so glad we're getting another one. And I didn't even catch on to this. I missed the entire 3DS generation, so I didn't even catch on what was happening here. Because the entire game apparently takes place in Lumiose City, which was from X and Y. I did not play X and Y, so I don't really know anything about that city, and I didn't catch on that that's what was happening. Yeah, apparently the whole thing takes place there, and that's why this is Pokemon Legends ZA. And the other part I wasn't getting is that we got Pokemon X and Y, and it was really, really weird that we didn't get Z. It just made all the sense in the world, and it just didn't happen. So the fact that they are doing it now, they're doing Pokemon Z now, and it's a Legends game, and it's years after the fact, that is incredibly cool. That is so, I mean, I imagine anybody who actually played X and Y, this must have been just the hugest revelation ever. Like, cause like for me, it was already cool just being a new Legends game, but it's also Pokemon Z. Like, come on, that's really awesome. So, I mean, you know, naturally we don't know a whole lot. This was a purely teaser trailer. Again, we mostly just know that it takes place in Lumiose City, which is interesting that the entire thing takes place there. I have seen some people speculating that this could take place like in the future. So it's like, you know, it's somehow even bigger, or like it's changed in some way so that it feels more. I mean, like that's the thing, is like we need a big open area to hunt for wild Pokemon. Why would it all take place in a city? There's got to be some kind of like biomes or something in the city, or is it like, are there parts that have been, is it so far in the future it's overgrown? Is this post-apocalypse? I really don't know. But everything we see in the trailer here, it's very futuristic. It's very like, it's almost like digital. It almost looks like VR. So I don't know if that's gonna be a part of it. Is there some kind of like digital space that you go to at some point? We don't know. We just know it all takes place in the city, and obviously there will be something like that. There will be some way to roam a large landscape. They're not gonna like make it significantly smaller than Legends Arceus. You know, we're gonna need a big place with lots of wild Pokemon. That's what Pokemon Legends is. So, yeah, I don't know. And you know, I gotta say, I think it's great that it takes place within a city, whatever that ends up meaning. Just because, like, when they put out Arceus, it was just so easy to imagine that if they did follow-ups, it would follow the same general formula, that you go to some past era of some previous region. It could be that that's what it means to be a Pokemon Legends game. It's telling these past stories about these, like, legendary Pokemon and stuff. When imagining a sequel, I think most of us thought along the same lines, and so that's why I feel like this is it's such a good teaser. You know, a lot of games will give you a teaser. It's really just telling you that the game exists, but I like this because it didn't give us any gameplay, but it gave us a tease that really gets us thinking by just showing us that this is like the polar opposite of Legends Arceus. This, if anything, is futuristic, and the entire thing takes place in a city. What? Like, you know, I don't know, it's just such an interesting tease. It really just makes you wonder what the game is gonna be like. And they could have squeezed out a good number of Arceus-flavored sequels of just, you know, using the same topography, generally, a lot of the same assets and graphics and stuff, and just did the same thing a few more times. They could have done that, and it still would have sold well, and I would have played it, and we would have enjoyed it. So I just like that they are already putting an interesting twist on the Legends formula. Like, I don't know what a Pokemon Legends game looks like in a city and in a more futuristic environment. I don't know, but I'm sure as heck am interested to find out. Even if that's basically all the information we have, that's still enough to get me excited. I guess actually the only other thing that we know about this is that Mega Evolutions are returning, which, I don't know, makes perfect sense. Those were introduced in X and Y, right? So makes sense that they would be here, which is cool, and that's another reason I really like the idea of, like, instead of just having mainline and remakes, having, like, spin-off games. You know, like, they need to make more games that I've talked about this a bunch, they need to make more games that take place in previous regions, because there are more stories that you can tell within those regions, and you can return to those places and return to those mechanics. So it's not like, oh, we're done with this region, this special mechanic we came up for it, gone forever, it's just dead now. Like, no, like, we should be able to return to Mega Evolutions. That was a cool thing. So, like, I like that. It's giving them an opportunity to explore the entire, just the region and all the concepts and everything again, and of course in a more modern setting, in a different kind of game. You get to just see it all from kind of a different perspective in a more modern way. I think that is very cool. So that is, unfortunately, basically all that we know. I'm sure there are other tiny little lore details or whatever in the frame by frame, but I'm not enough of a Pokemon scholar to do that, so. And unfortunately, it will probably be a while before we see anything else on this game, because it is not coming this year. It is coming in 2025. Which is surprising, because going into this, we're like, oh yeah, of course, like there's a Pokemon release every year. And last year, we only got DLC, so we're definitely gonna get like a full retail title this year, right? But no, apparently not. They're not releasing a major Pokemon piece of content at the end of this year, like they normally do. They're doing it in 2025. And, you know, it's a shame that we might have to wait a year or more before playing a new Legends game. I mean, you teased me with it this early. That was the thing that I wanted more than anything. But I'm okay waiting. I think it goes without saying. I'm definitely all right waiting for this one. I think most of us are. However, I would like to save my opinions and thoughts on the fact that it is not coming this year. It is coming next year for a different video, which I'm going to end this video now, and then I'm just going to go straight into doing that video. So look forward to that video sometime after this video. Thank you for watching this video. By the way, please head on down to the comments. Let me know what you thought about it. And I'll see you later. Bye.